Hi, I'm Nostalgic, creator of the Nameless Community and a content creator partnered on Mixer. Today, in this video, I want to talk about two aspects of live content creation: building a community and relationships. First, we're going to talk about relationships, and then we'll talk about building the community. Relationships are something that's very important to content creation. You need to be genuine. Being a genuine person means that I don't know how to tell people to be genuine. You just need to be genuine. The reason I say that is because if you are not being genuine in any way, shape, or form, people can smell that and they will be ghost as soon as they hear that. It's really important to make sure that when you're establishing those relationships, that you're actually investing into it in a way that you don't necessarily expect something out of it. And simultaneously, you need to make sure that the person that you're interacting with is also doing the same. You also need to be able to smell that blood in the water. You need to be available. As a content creator, there's a lot of time that goes into establishing a community, especially if that's the type of streamer that you want to be. You need to be available. You need to be able to respond to things when people crack jokes. You need to be available on social media to interact with your community in ways that they may or may not expect. You just need to, overall, you need to have a general idea that you're a part of something greater rather than like not in a... There's a difference between a community and a group, right? A group is something that you come to only when you need something. A community is something where you're there and involved with each other at all times. And then also within the relationship space is the obvious topic of talking about what networking is and what making friends is. As a content creator, and I would not even say someone who is extremely successful, I'm not some, 100,000 subscriber, 500 concurrent viewer streamer. I still can tell when people are trying to utilize what small growth and success I've had to behoove them. I have individuals who will come in and say, like, literally, hi in a stream. They'll say, how are you doing? And then after I respond to that, they don't ever actually respond to anything that I've said, and then they are gone. And I see that same person or these same individuals do this in multiple different streams that I'm also a part of, because I'm out there actually interacting with people and establishing genuine relationships. And people notice, because when you speak to other people and you say, hey, there's that person that shows up and all of a sudden they're just like say hi and then they're gone. Like, it seems like they're just kind of using me or like trying to make their name known. Maybe look for a shout out. And most people can say, yes, that person is definitely like that. I have had no occasions in which I've said that about that to some other streamer and then been like, no, they're totally legitimate. Right. So typically those fears that you can have about that can definitely, they can be perceived very easily. Another thing I want to talk about is professionalism with other streamers. If you are having an interaction with another content creator, I know that sometimes it can be pretty easy to have like a interaction where you go from your gut and you say something really snarky or something along those lines. But in actuality, it's really kind of not a safe play, because you never know how successful that person is going to be. And you don't know exactly where your life is going to lead you. And I think this is a general life lesson, like just to be nice to people in general and be respectful. Because typically when you're nice and respectful, it always reaps positive rewards, as opposed to being something you might have to worry about in the future. So with that being said, I feel like I've covered the idea and the concept of relationships and community pretty well. So now I want to talk about the actual concept of the community and building out the community. And the first thing that I really think that you want to have is you want to have a centralized meeting place. So using Discord, Facebook pages, TeamSpeak servers, whatever it is that you choose to utilize, You need to make sure that you are involved, you're active, you're available, like I mentioned earlier, and also that you're getting people there. That's a really strong focus as a content creator. I think the community aspect is constantly overlooked. You need to make sure that people are understanding why they want to be there, understand why you want to be there, and you need to make sure that you're utilizing that central location. The other thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that the lines within the community are established. Like I said, I don't tout great success, but even at the level that I have already, achieved in my streaming career, I have had individuals that come to me with things that I think are way above and beyond what I would feel is a responsibility as a content creator. And I also want people to understand that there are going to be things that you don't even understand you're having an impact on people's lives as well in those relationships. So you need to make sure that you understand that there are some individuals who are looking to you in a way that if you mess up, there could be severe fallout for that person emotionally, mentally, and you need to make sure that you have really good and open and transparent conversations with people if you feel like you're getting to a point of discomfort in where you think the relationship is heading. I have positives and negatives. I'll tell a positive story just so that people can understand maybe the impact that you're having that you don't even realize that you're having. Earlier on in my streaming life, I decided to have a giveaway, and I modified how I did my giveaways where I wouldn't give them the item during the stream. I would ask them to jump into Discord, and then while they were in Discord with me, I would talk to them for a few minutes. I would explain that I was very appreciative of them hanging out. I appreciate their contributions to the community and the content that I was creating. And then I would give them, ask them, like, for instance, if there was multiple options for game keys or something along those lines. The first time that I actually did that, the individual on the other side of the conversation said to me, "I'm having a really hard time making friends at college, and your stream is the only place that I feel like I can be myself. People will interact with me, and I can have a good time, and I can feel like I'm making friends." And I actually got really teared up when this individual explained that to me, and that's not something that I even thought about, right? Because that's not where my head was at. But needless to say, there is a responsibility that kind of comes along with this that you have to be prepared for as well as a person who is establishing a community. If you like what you saw, make sure that you like if it's on Facebook, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and share with other people that are content creators or people who are thinking about getting into content creation. Just make sure that you look us up. We are the Nameless Community. My name is Nostalgic, and you'll be seeing videos from other members of the community as well. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.